Welcome back for another edition of Cleveland Indians baseball on the show, MLB 15, the show franchise with the Cleveland Indians. Let's go Indians. That's right. They will be taking on the Toronto Blue Jays visiting from the Great White North today. As they are in a not much warmer Cleveland atmosphere, taking on a very good Cleveland Indians team. The Toronto Blue Jays are a game below 500 at this point. About the pace they're on in the regular season at this point. Although we're not quite as many games in, the Cleveland Indians are definitely probably actually going to be an inverse of that record. I don't think they're that bad, but I know the Cleveland Indians are definitely a disappointing team so far, and it looks like some of the players that had disappointing campaigns last year is the sign of long-term disappointing campaigns, because they seem to be having the same types of years this year. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is that there's a matchup today going on in this virtual reality where Drew Hutchison is 2-0 with a 2.28 ERA and Carlos Carrasco is 3-0 with a 1.84 ERA and almost a K per inning. So we're going to see what John Gibbons, these managers don't look anything like what they do in real life. His lineup is Dalton Pompey, Devon Travis, Bautista Encarnacion, Donaldson, Navarro, Martin, Pilar, and Tollison. They don't have Jose Reyes anymore. He was traded to the Baltimore Orioles for Darren O'Day. The trading system in this game is very strange, so I'm just not going to question it. But Carlos Carrasco having a really good season so far, almost 30 innings in. He has a less than 2 ERA, and that's really good. So Gibbons trusting his rookies at the top of the lineup. Pompey would strike out, and then his veteran Bautista would also strike out. So we'll see what Terry Francona is going to put out on the field today. His product is Bourne, Brantley, Moss, Murphy, Gomes, Santana, Aviles, Kipnis, and Jose Ramirez. We move Kipnis down in the order because it is a lefty, or not because it's a lefty, because he's been struggling hitting against righties this year so far. I believe at some point that's going to switch as Bourne strikes out to start out the game. That's going to switch, and he's going to start hitting poorly against lefties, and then we'll worry about that later on down the line. But Brantley hitting in the 2-hole today, a little mix-up, trying to get Kipnis some little more rest. He was also tired, that factored into it too. Brantley would end up at third on this Brandon Moss single, and so we have a runner in scoring position with only one out. David Murphy with a 2-1 count here is going to take that one and double into the gap. So the Indians have some early scoring going on, as that's going to be a double. And it's going to score 2 as Brandon Moss comes around and beats the throw. If he was a little more cautious and actually slid in, he definitely would have made it. Carlos Santana would break out after that, and that would pretty much end the rally. Top 2, strikeout for Edwin Encarnacion. So Carlos Carrasco struck out the 2 best hitters on the Blue Jays so far. It's a good start today. He's also going to strike out Deanna Navarro right there. Another good hitter. He's playing DH for them. Mike Aviles here is up at bat, and he is going to get on base right here with this error. I don't know what happened at first base, but he dropped the ball. It was a bad throw, whatever you want to go with. Jose Ramirez, however, would run in his double play and kill any chance that we had of scoring a run right there. Carrasco pitching on the mound again. He's going to walk Russell Martin right here. Unintentionally, of course. Working on some command problems, but he is going to get another strikeout right here. He's had a few of those today. And another right here from Steve Tollison, former White Sox. And now another, no, this is not going to be a strikeout. This is going to be Dalton Pompey. Instead of striking out this time, he's going to fly out to center field. Michael Bourne catches that easily. It's a can of corn out there. Bourne up at bat now is going to be hit on the foot by a pitch, and he is going to get on. And next batter is Michael Brantley, who is going to walk. Quick counts gave me a 3-2, so I couldn't steal Michael Bourne. And then this one is going to be a high fly ball from Brandon Moss. And Bourne is going to be able to tag up, but he's not going to quite be able to tag up to home plate because that's 1 an on-line throw, and 2 I wasn't thinking about that at the time. And then we would have the batter strikeout right there, so it would kill a chance of scoring in that inning. They got nothing going. Carlos Santana here is going to take this one to the opposite field and out of here. A home run for the first baseman. Catcher turned third baseman, turned first baseman. He's the best player on the Cleveland Indians, I believe. Maybe Michael Brantley's in that discussion. It's one of those two, definitely, though. And he takes it out of the yard right there. A good OBP guy, good power guy. He can do it all hitting-wise, except he doesn't really have the average. But anyway, then Mike Aviles is going to hit after him. Maybe, I think it was right after him, and he's going to double that one off the wall. Almost back-to-back. That would have been awesome if we got back-to-back home runs, especially for Mike Aviles, who's not known as a very good power hitter. But the next batter was, I believe it's Kipnis, and he would strike out. And then after that, we have Michael Bourne at the top of the lineup, and he would walk. But then we would have Michael Brantley up, who, although he's probably our best hitter, is just going to fly this one out lazily to center field. And so we tag on a couple runs to our lead right there. So now we're up 3-0. Top of the 5th, Carrasco's on the mound, and Lonnie Chisenhall, or that might have been Mike Aviles. He did not react properly. And Michael Brantley does the weirdest animation I've seen this year so far. And Donaldson ends up getting second out of it. And then this is going to be a single up the middle. Donaldson's going to try and score, but Michael Bourne makes probably the best throw of his entire career and guns him out at the plate. That's the strongest throw I've probably ever seen from Michael Bourne. But Russell Martin would walk after that, so Carrasco's command issues are coming back to haunt him in this inning. And then with a 1-2 count, he would get a strikeout right there from Kevin Pillar. But after that, Tollison would ground into a force out at second. So that would be it for that inning. Santana in the bottom of the 5th would walk with a man already on. And then Aviles would be up, and he hit it hard, but not hard enough, as it's just flown out to left field, right into the left fielder's glove. So, next inning, this is Dalton Pompey, and he is going to get a single. And then the next batter is going to be Devon Travis, 3-2 count. He is also going to get a single, almost the same exact hit. Bautista is going to be up, I believe, next with no outs. No, we get 1 out. So Encarnacion is up, and Mike Aviles was out of position right there. Brantley has it, but he does not have the best, strongest arm in the world. He also didn't get to it very quickly, so they plate 1 run on that. And then they are going to have a wild pitch or pass. It looked like a pass ball right there. It was more of a pass ball to me. But Brian Shaw is going to come in to try and stop the bleeding. He's been our best reliever this year so far. I think he's got the most innings and the lowest ERA out of someone who's pitched that many innings. And they're going to get a sac fly right there, but that's fine because he didn't allow anyone to get on. He got one of the outs he needed, and then he get the other out he needed. After that. So Kipnis gets his first hit of the day off the lefty, funnily enough, and he gets on. And then Jose Ramirez is going to ground into what would have been another double play. I don't know what the hell happened there. He should have beat that out, but I guess he's just not quick enough. But Michael Brantley, 2-2 count, is going to single this one into right field, and we are going to plate Kipnis. He's very fast. So that gives us a extra run that we needed. Brandon Moss with a 3-2 count is going to walk. Always worry about, I get 3-2s a lot with Brandon Moss because he has good plate discipline. But David Murphy, I don't know what I was swinging at right there, to be completely honest with you, looking back now. We're going to take a 6-inning recap. Toronto, Josh Donaldson 1 for 2 with an RBI. He would have scored his own run too. Carlos Santana 1 for 2 with a home run and a walk as well. Carlos Carrasco made it 5 1/3, 5 hits, 2 earned, and I believe 8 Ks. But Rafael Soriano came on. Hasn't allowed a run yet this year. Our bullpen and pitching just overall has been dominant this season. He gets a strikeout right there. You get another before the end of the inning, but we don't need to show that because it's basically the same thing. Darren O'Day came in for the Toronto Blue Jays. He has 8 strikeouts in 7 innings so far. And he'll probably get more against us because I hate playing against Cy Martin pitchers. The only threat we really got going was this Carlos Santana single right here. However, I tried to go for second because I thought it was going to be deeper, and then I didn't try and go back like at all, so he was easily out at second. So Scott Atchison came on to pitch part of the 8th and then a little bit in the 9th inning. He's only pitched 1 2/3 innings so far, but he hasn't given up a run, so that's nice. He gets a strikeout right there. Very slow finesse pitcher. He's very old as well, so you kind of need that in your later stages. Bautista continues to struggle at the plate. He's been doing that in real life as well, so it's pretty accurate. Jason Kipnis right there is going to get another hit here in the form of an infield single. The first baseman drops the ball as well. And then Michael Bourne is going to ground that one to right field, and we're going to try and score right here, and he does. So that's going to end up being 5-2 game now, and we should have sent Bourne to second probably, but it was not worth it at the time. Anyway, Cody Allen, 8 saves on the year, but not the greatest stats, to be completely honest with you. He has 5 walks to 5 strikeouts, and I don't know if I necessarily want to keep him in that closer spot. We'll see how things go. Carlos Santana is going to get this ground out to end the game, though, as Cody Allen only had to get 2 outs to get the save this time. And the Indians are going to win 5-2. And so that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy it, and stay tuned for more MLB The Show.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. A reminder that the Regional Transit Authority provides convenient, affordable service to and from Progressive Field. The Rapid Transit provides direct service to Tower City, only a short 10-minute walk from Progressive Field through RTA's Walkway to Gateway.